Hello everyone, welcome here to round number 8 of the 2018A NASA Rallycross Challenge season. We're at a new venue. It's the Daytona International Speedway. Obviously, we're not running the big banked 2.5 mile oval. We are on the infield road course of this famed circuit, and it's certainly going to be a fun race. This is Josh Mertz bringing you the call, as always, for the Automotive Sports Network. We're going to jump right into it. 7 cars, 2 quarterfinals. You guys know the drill. 2 quarterfinals, 6 laps apiece, joker once. Winner advances, gets 2 bonus points. The other drivers to a semifinal, where the top 2 get a bonus point. That's a 4-lap race, joker once. Final will be all 7 cars, 8 laps, and the joker twice. The first quarterfinal is going to have the MRT teammates who have been dueling all season long together, so this is going to be absolutely amazing here in Daytona. Of the iRacing version, and the iRacing version is just as fucking stupid. So, kudos to Lambert.
That is a spice fest. Hopefully the battle's as good as it was for the last part of practice. That battle at the end was pretty spice.
Oh, no, even though we start lap 1, there's still no joker at the end of lap 1. You have to wait for lap number 2 to take the joker.
Well, yeah.
Do you want me to count laps?
Lambert's off track. He can do it. If you don't mind, Lambert.
No, not a problem.
You are pseudo-admin, since I'm the only one here. Hold on, let me set my watch to,
Here, I'll do the little thingy.
Hold on, let me get my phone out of my pocket.
Okay.
Yeah, line us up real quick.
Alrighty, there you go. Let's see here. I'll go to helicopter, because it's gonna be the easiest way to look. Okay, 42, pull up. Keep coming, a little bit more. Right there, stop! Alright, 13, pull up. Coming. One more, stop! 2, pull up. Pull up. Oh, too far. Back up. Good. Mertz pull back just a tad. Perfect.
First quarterfinal in Daytona. It's the MRT teammates sandwiching Lester and Jacob Kraus. This is going to be amazing because a new venue and the 2 that are battling for this championship, green flag, off the line. Lester gets a terrible start into the first corner. Teammates battling as we exit turn number 1, and the teammates come together. And Mertz around off the front bumper of Kraus. And that is not faring well for Mertz's championship hopes. He is 8 points down on his teammate, entering
tried to save you
into Daytona. As Lester got turned, it looked like, by Jacob Kraus, and Philip Kraus battling, no relation to Jacob Kraus. Remember, no jokers on the first lap of the race here in Daytona or anywhere in the past couple seasons. So Philip Kraus got turned on the start, and he holds the lead in car number 2.
How many laps? 6?
I think so.
As Mertz now pushing extremely hard in car number 1 to regain the ground that he lost, as the 2 privateers struggling as they have been all season. But it's certainly a very action-packed venue here in Daytona. This should be an incredible battle between these 2 teammates. Lester jokers in the 13, but Kraus still holds the lead. He ran a 36.3. His teammate a 36.6. And Mertz is struggling over the jump in the 1. As this section of the track is very difficult to get right. From high above, you'll notice we run the regular infield road course, the chicane, the International Horseshoe. And then it spits us down into the infield as Philip Kraus still leads. Jacob Kraus takes to the Joker.
3-2 leads.
Mertz has not jokered.
Shoot, sorry.
Through the infield here. And then it spits you back out onto the main road course. To the left would be the regular road course still. So we take one of the shorter road course layouts, and it's a very tricky right-hand corner through the tire barrier, so snake your way through, and Mertz is parking it in the 1. So the defending champion will not win the quarterfinals.
4, 2 leads.
Cross flags.
And very dejected as he's ripped off his helmet and walked up to race control to finish this one out. And it looks like his teammate will tentatively hold a 10-point lead in the Drivers' Championship.
Good work, Mertz.
I did.
Yeah.
And Jacob Kraus is keeping up with Philip Kraus. This is interesting to see because the man from Wisconsin, 36.606, Philip Kraus a 36.684, Lester a 38.6. So last lap 37.5, 36.7. So Philip Kraus definitely pulling the gap away this time. We're on the white flag here in Daytona.
Warning to the 42.
Side by side, Lester v. Jacob Kraus. Remember, that is not for any points, simply for bragging rights. It looks like this man, who is now going to Joker, will round the Joker and win the quarterfinal
Flag 2 wins.
in Daytona. Battling to the line, Lester over
Second,
Kraus,
13,
then
then
Mertz.
42, then the 1. Yeah, I don't know why I was keying up, but this headset's a piece of shit if I'm gonna keep doing it. Anyone need the replay? Hello?
I think we're good.
Okay. 46, 23, 76. Wets, go grid. That's excellent. Another wets move. 46, pull up a little bit. Keep going a smidge. 23, pull up. 23, pull up. Good. 76 back up. Good. 6 laps, Joker once.
Second quarterfinal, Lambert wets Carmichael, green flag. Lambert gets a bad start in the Honda. Remember, the Honda has been suffering the last couple weeks, so he's not been here. He bumps the 23, and off the road they both go. So the brakes also might be having a little bit of issues, and Carmichael in the private Honda will lead us.
Is good, hole shot 76.
Now remember, we talked about it a couple weeks ago, and last week especially. Carmichael and Valley have been trading the privateer points lead ever since Valley had that issue in Canyon City. So, Carmichael
Warning to 76, track limits.
leads the championship by 2 points, so he holds the blue plate over Valley. Incredibly interesting to see the shift in the championship. Lambert battling wets, and Carmichael leads at the end of the first lap.
End of 1, 76, Joker's allowed.
Lambert gets a much better run than Carmichael through the first part of the chicane. And as we make our way down the back half of the course, looks like Carmichael now potentially holding up the 46 of Lambert, the inaugural champion in NASA Rallycross from 2012A. 37.7. Lambert ran a 37.8. 37.4 for Wets. Wets jokers, so get his strategy out of the equation and put the 23 through to the lead. Contact between the two Hondas.
End of 23 leads.
And Lambert needed to get by Carmichael in order to see if he could take the fight to Wets.
46 track limits.
Thank you.
As now Wets pulling away from Lambert. Lambert's struggling with transponder issues. Remember, that hit him in Valgenswaard at the beginning of the season. And Wets is loving this. 35.910. Let's see if Lambert will joker. He will not. Carmichael does, but he runs it off the road in the 76. Lambert is there, but Lambert has not jokered yet. Carmichael jokers in front of Lambert, and that might...
It was end of 23 cross flags.
That might hinder him again.
I was checking something.
As Wets holds the lead, Carmichael in the way again of Lambert, and this is going to ruin Lambert's chance. He was right there until Carmichael jokered. Not discrediting the 76, the privateer points leader, but it certainly is going to hinder Lambert. Lambert jokers in the 46. There's the delta, 23 right at the top of the shot. Wets is going to have the better run off the corner, and he holds the lead.
End of 23 lead.
2 to go in the quarterfinal. Lambert nearly lands on the back of the 23. We saw that with these two drivers a couple seasons ago in Canada. We remember over that jump, and that was a massive accident for these two drivers. But it's something that they are very familiar with, and they don't want to happen again. Through the chicane, past the start line, into the final corner. There's no jokers now. It's all down to speed. Wets, who has, I do believe, 19 career victories in NASA Rallycross.
Flag 23 leads.
Lambert has 5 wins. So a decent chunk of change for these guys. Lambert had an issue over the jump, and I think that might have sealed it. That might have sealed the race for Lambert. And especially because he hit that wall. So that's going to give Wets this victory, I do believe. Through the final corner. It was a little tricky. He got bumped off the road on the first corner, but Wets will come around the final turn and win the second quarterfinal in Daytona.
Checkered flag 23 wins quarterfinal 2 bonus points. 46 and the 76 will go to the semifinal. Yeah, going to that hard right-hand corner, when it's all grass, don't touch it, because there's asphalt there. When it transitions to that mixture, you can go as far as you want. What was it, 23, 46, 76?
Just the 23.
Yeah, the 23 ran by himself. Remarkable.
Yeah.
How have we reached this point in our series as being...
We have hit peak Rallycross.
Okay, I have to kick it back to reset the weather.
Yeah, it drove completely different there than it did in practice.
Oh, this is gonna be spicy.
God.
No.
4 laps, Joker wants. Do you want me to enter the bullshit?
Yes, please. the whole front row.
Okay.
Here with the...
When do we start lining up? Is it fucking playing? Oh, it's not playing.
For the final?
Yes.
Um,
Give me a final winner up front, and then we put the rest behind them. Do a grid of 3.
for the final?
Yes.
I like the idea, but let me get through the semi, and then I'll comment from there.
Okay.
I'm not in the final
Whole front
run right
row
now.
needs to pull up.
Who?
The whole front row.
the whole front row.
Okay. 13's good. 46 good. 76 pull up. Here, back up a tiny bit. Like a dick here. There you go. Hearts pull up.
Pull up. Oh boy.
Okay, you're good. 4 more laps, Joker wants. Do you want me to enter the bullshit?
Yes, please.
Semi-final in Daytona. Mertz, Lambert, Lester, Carmichael, Jacob Kraus. Lester jumps, green flag. Off the line, Carmichael gets a great jump with the two manufacturer cars, but into turn number 1. Mertz pushes Lambert out wide nearly in the 1 from the 46. To begin the first lap of the race, Lambert leads. No, Mertz does at the timing line.
No, with the Gobo like bullshot award.
Over the jump for the first time. Mertz leads Lambert. Lester sideways in the 13, put him back to 5th.
Let me know if I key up this time. I shouldn't be.
Mertz will hold the lead.
Oh my god.
Lambert second. And the Subaru flying ahead of the Honda, ahead of the second Honda,
I'm also
Ford,
watching the
and
front too,
Mitsubishi.
so back to, please yourself.
At the end of the first lap, Mertz leads.
End of one leads.
37.486 to a 38 flat. Mertz's Skinner picking up every bit of his engine noise.
I'm going to reset the weather or extend 4th because we're hitting the chip.
There's a lot of chatter over the radio, as it looks like they're hitting the rev limiter. In this setup, we'll have to listen to the, as you heard there right at the end, 123 miles an hour. They are hitting the rev limiter. Not sure if that's going to hinder anything, but Mertz will hold the lead still over Lambert. Jacob Kraus, Joker's in the 42, put him ahead of Carmichael. Carmichael's going to have the better run. He bumps the 42. No harm done. The top two, arguably, quicker cars than the privateers.
Written all over it.
Oh!
And contact nearly between them. Lambert tries to take the fight. Mertz is going to play nice with the 46.
Sorry, Noah.
Since they're both
Watch
in the...
the tires next time, 46.
Everybody's in the final.
There was no way we were fitting that.
And now it's just going to be all fun, as Mertz will get a bonus point if he finishes second. The battle for the championship. Carmichael Jokers
End of 46 leads.
comes
please.
out
Flag.
behind the 1.
Fuck!
As Lester in the 13, Kraus in the 42, Carmichael 76,
Right, limit's 46.
Mertz in the 1. And
Look
this,
up a little bit after there.
that sector, very difficult to get right.
Here.
Mertz pushing extremely hard in car number 1 to try and get the lead. They both have to joker, but Lambert wins the semifinal. Mertz gets a bonus point. And the other 3 line up in points order.
46 wins. 1 is second. 76 third. 42 fourth, and 13 fifth.
Actually beat Mertz. Holy shit.
Cloudy handles like shit.
Really
Yeah, it does. I
Yeah.
can't kick it out like I used to. Oh, no,
There's
it's
a
the
lot
end.
less
I like
traction
that.
on Cloudy.
I really like that compared to the last one.
What was it? It was 42, 76, 13.
I do.
Okay, yeah, just use the shadow from the nose. Line it up
2
with your
you're good,
Vegas.
23 you're good, 46.
I do.
Okay, yeah, just use the shadow from the nose. Line it up with
2
your
you're good,
Vegas.
23 you're good, 46. 1 has to pull up. Everybody else is good. 8 laps, joker twice. Try to self-police yourself, but good luck, gents.
Kraus, Wetz, Lambert, Mertz, Jacob Kraus, Lester and Carmichael for the Daytona Grand Prix. Glad you can join us on the Automotive Sports Network. Getting ready to go. Green flag off the line. Mertz is going to get the jump over his teammate in Wetz. Into turn number 1. The German leads us. Kraus struggling with Lambert. Contact with Wetz. And around nearly
Can't do much
is
when you're pinching you onto the curb.
Kraus. And that turned Wetz. And that's going to be, I believe, a penalty post-race for Philip Kraus. Mertz leads. Beginning the first lap of the race, his teammate second, Lambert third, Carmichael fourth, fifth Lester, sixth Jacob Kraus, seventh Wetz.
Track limit is 13.
So we'll take Wetz out of it. The MRT teammates 1 and 2 so far in Daytona. Remember, no jokers on the first lap of the race.
End of 1 jokers allowed.
Damn it.
So now all Mertz has to do is set sail in the Subaru. 36.423. His teammate 36.229. Holder of the red plate, Philip Kraus, battling his teammate for this championship just like last season. And the Mercedes-esque rivalry of these teammates is amazing. Through the chicane, down to the Joker. He's going to Joker on the first opportunity. Will Mertz in car number 1.
2, 1 leads.
So interesting to see the German pull this strategy. His teammate still in second, 36.469. The Joker's at 34.4, so it's about 2 seconds, the delta between Joker and regular course. Lambert third, fourth Lester, fifth Carmichael, sixth now Wetz, seventh Jacob Kraus. Mertz hits the wall again, exiting.
Come on.
Looks like Lambert hit the wall in the 46. And Mertz Jokers again. So the strategy's out of the window for car number 1.
End of 3, 1 leads.
Kraus second. Wetz is going to Joker in the 23, so he will be battling Lambert, and he's going to be holding up the 46. So if Wetz can pull something out of the hat, we might see him on the podium unless something catastrophic goes wrong. I'm not sure, though, honestly, given that he has no delta over these guys. He'd have to perform some magic in order to be on the podium. The contact with him and Kraus is under investigation after the race. Wetz all over the track and into the wall.
Leads, cross flags.
And that, I might settle it. Wetz is going to have to Joker again, but the American all over the track, something looks like it's broken, and it is. As the 23 has pulled it off the road.
Again.
13 looks like he cut the track again. I'm not sure if that's going to be a penalty box call. Jacob Kraus struggling in 6th. But the MRT teammates pulling away. The strategy is completed for Mertz. I'm not sure if Kraus has completed his strategy. Lambert in 3rd. Let's see what the Canadian will do in car number 2. He does not Joker.
End of 5, 1 leads.
3 to go for Mertz. Trying to get another victory in NASA Rallycross. As interestingly, nobody so far this season has made it 2 victories in a row.
Oh, son of a bitch!
And Lester over with Carmichael over the jump.
How's your car, Noah? Son of a bitch.
It's fine. It's just rolled over. I don't think there's no engine damage from it, looks like.
Actually, I don't even
As
know if
Kraus
it was mine.
Jokers now.
End of 6, 1 leads.
2 laps to go. Kraus Jokered. There's no contest. And I think that's the strategy unraveled.
Yeah, look at that.
Mertz has the
I'll
clear
look at it
track.
later.
Alright, 10 for
He's had the clear track since the start.
Remind me.
As Kraus second, third Lambert. Podium hasn't changed, but certainly a lot of contact in the back of the field. As Mertz trying to take this victory. If he wins, it would be his 34th
End of
career
7,
victory.
White flag, 1 leads.
White flag for Mertz in car number 1. MRT trying to get another 1-2 finish this season, tentatively. But if we go off of the contact, it was more than 90 degrees, and it was avoidable, potentially. That'll be debated. But if it's deemed a penalty, that would give Kraus a penalty. And a post-race penalty box typically is a 1-position drop. Coming down to complete the Daytona Grand Prix, Mertz took it off the start. Huge run from car number 1. He rounds the final corner and wins in Daytona.
Number 2. Finished the 2nd.
Kraus, Lambert, your podium.
46, 3rd.
Lester looks like he'll come home in the 4th position, ahead of Carmichael, Jacob Kraus, and Wetz.
Tentatively 4th.
User disconnected from your channel.
13, 4th. 76, 5th. 42, 6th. And then the 23.
damn it. Focus on no car. Okay. So the post-race was... The results post-race were changed as, like we mentioned a couple moments ago, Philip Kraus, that contact was deemed avoidable from the 23 and the 2, so that puts Kraus down to third, and that's going to lower the points gap to 4 between the teammates as we head to Seattle. And we remember what happened last season. Kraus got turned off the front bumper of Livengood. His teammate stormed away with the win, and he somehow clawed it back to second. So the Seattle Speed Park up in the mountains should be an absolutely fantastic race. 2 more races in the Generation 3 regulations, and we hope that you will not miss them, as we hope you enjoyed today's coverage here in Daytona. We hope to see you next week in Seattle, but until then, so long, everyone.